Hey everyone, what is going on? So honestly, I was not even about to make this video in 2017 because 2018 is literally around the corner, but I knew Christmas was coming up and a lot of you guys celebrated. So I was like, why not put this video together? Some of my boys out there want to get a 3DS or 3DS XL, so let's just see let's just see how it runs. But before I even say anything, I'm giving away an Xbox One. This is just the controller, but I have the Xbox One here. It's too heavy to pick up. I gotta start lifting again. And I'm giving away the whole console. I made a whole separate video about it, so go check back a couple of videos and you'll get the whole scoop of stuff. But basically, to enter, just subscribe to the channel, add me on all the social networks. All the links are in the description, and I'll be picking a person from my social network, so 3 people from there and a YouTuber subscriber, and I'll be giving the Xbox One away to one of them, and then cases to the other 3 or 4. I might give a couple cases out. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my little plug-in. That's pretty much for me saying thank you for 20,000 subscribers. But concerning the 3DS XL, I literally just got this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna call this a 3DS by accident. So if I say 3DS, this is the XL, so just keep that in mind. Now, looking at the front and everything, like, it looks pretty fine. It's missing the stylus, and it didn't come with a charger, but it came with this Lego game, which is kind of random. And one thing that happened though, and I will preface that by saying I did get this used, was that the bottom was like completely jacked up. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but I don't know who had this before, but dude, this guy, it looks like someone burnt the bottom, and some person, believe it or not, spilled like dishwashing soap inside the little casing here. So literally it smells like dishwashing soap. I don't really know how to fix it, and it did have a battery problem. Like, it turned on fine the first day, but then it actually kept shutting off, so I had to take out the back plate and remove and replace the battery. So you can see I kind of messed up a little bit here, and the reason was because the hardened dish soap was right here. So when I had to pull it out, I literally had to pry it off. So that was not fun. That will not happen if you get a brand new one. So if you get a used one, just keep that in mind. And I have something else to say about that too later on. But another thing I want to note though is that the hinge of this is kind of hard. I had the same problem with my DSi XL. It's like, it's so hard to open it and like bust open, and like you can just hear that, huh? Like, you hear that? There's like so much dust and stuff in there, so I gotta get that figured out. I don't really know what the problem is there. And I just noticed this too, the 3DS is so much heavier than the DSi XL, but this one just feels a little bit more premium, but this one looks way more premium. I know we're not comparing them, I just want to state that. So flipping it open, of course, you have the dual screen setup. You have the little joystick thing right here, the arrow keys, the buttons here, and the start and home select button are on the bottom. On the newest XL, they don't really have this here. They just have like a little button up here. I don't really know what that's about. But you also have the power button up here. You also have the little right and left buttons up there. The charging, stuff like that. You guys already know. This is not a full review. This is just like an updated kind of like, is it still worth it? Another thing, there's 3 cameras. Okay, we have one here, and one here, and one here. So these are the 3DS ones. So these are like 3D photos. Oh, and here's the camera here. My bad. It's here on the DSi, but it's here. And honestly, unless I'm like stuck on an island somewhere and like I have no cameras at all, then this is probably my last resort. I mean, I don't know who's going around taking pictures on the 3DS, but also I personally like how the top screen, I'll just turn this on. I don't know why I didn't turn it. I personally like how the top screen is bigger than the bottom screen, because for a lot of games, the top screen is kind of the one that's like moving around the most and stuff like that. So I actually like that a lot. And the rainbow effect is real on this screen, so I do apologize for that. I'll try to get some close-up shots of like how it looks and stuff. Now, the speakers on this thing are kind of bad. I mean, they're like normal. But this thing does come with a headphone jack on the bottom, so there's that. If you want something with a headphone jack, now you got it. And I just personally like how this thing looks. I think it looks, when it's open, looks so much better than the DSi XL, but when it's closed, I just think it looks ugly. I wish I never got the blue color. I wish I got a black one. Now, for me, I never use a 3D toggle right here. I just find it, I think it's like the most gimmicky thing ever. Maybe for some games it's kind of cool, but I've never used it. I feel no need to use it ever, and I feel like after a while it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. That's just me personally. It's not for everybody, but but I will say that the game selection for this thing is amazing. Not only can it play all the 3DS games and all the stuff like that, but can also play like DS Lite games and regular DS games, so that's super awesome. And there's tons of way to like hack this thing and like put like different emulators, like a Game Boy Advance emulator, stuff like that. So if that's kind of appealing to you, then this isn't that bad of a console. Now, switching to the battery life, like I said, this one had a battery problem when I got it, but I literally just unscrewed the back and just replaced the battery, and it's perfectly fine now. But if you get a brand new one, you're not gonna have any problems with it. This is only going to the people, I'm only saying this to the people who get it used. But overall, the battery life is okay. I would say it's not as good as the DSi XLs. It's like a little bit worse than that because it's a little bit more powerful of a device. But I still think for my personal use, like I could get a couple of days worth like of usage out of it. It's definitely not a bad battery life. It's actually pretty good. Now, even though the Nintendo Switch is out, and that's kind of like Nintendo's baby right now because everyone loves it and stuff like that, I would still say this is not that bad of a device at all. It's actually really cool. I love it a lot. I love the joystick. I just love the way it looks. It looks so sleek and nice. I do want to give you guys a heads up. If you plan on getting this used on eBay or something, you know, the problem with getting a gaming console like this used, I would say a majority of the people who've owned this device or DSi or whatever are usually like little kids, you know, and these kids, they don't really care about the device because their parents usually bought it for them, so they like throw it around. They don't really care about it. That's why this one got dishwashing soap and has like a burnt bottom or something like that, and I didn't know that. So I mean, I got it afterwards. I didn't really care. I got it on eBay. So if you do plan on getting a gaming console, I would always recommend getting a gaming console new. After this experience, I kind of realized that, you know, I still am strong with buying like iPhones and laptops and Androids used, because those are usually owned by like older people. But with little kids, they usually don't really care about the, you know, the device because their parents got it for them. So I'll leave links in the description for 3DS XL. You know, I'll leave some other links if I can find any. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you should probably get this one new. I would highly recommend not getting it used. And guys, that's pretty much it. If you're new to my channel though, add me on all social networks to see it on the screen. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment down if you guys have any questions or anything. I'll be happy to answer. I'll probably drop another one of these 3DS videos in like a month or two in 2018. But make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the giveaway. That giveaway is pretty big, so I'll be picking a winner in like a month or two. I'll see how I feel, but yeah. But more important than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.